Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. In this one today, I wanted to count down the top 5 best DLC packs from World at War II Black Ops 3. As many of you know, Call of Duty is getting a bit of a resurgence from the Microsoft acquisition, and so I wanted to shine the light on some of the old DLC packs and which ones people should buy, because a lot of these are still being sold at full price, which is a bit ridiculous, so it'd be best to pick out the right ones for you. And with all that out of the way with, let's get right into it. Coming into our number 5 spot, we have the Apocalypse DLC 4 map pack from Black Ops 2. This pack comes with Origins, and all you will get in this map pack is Origins, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm recommending this map pack for 2 reasons. The first is that Origins in of itself is a really good map, and the second reason is that Origins is incredibly replayable. This map has so many small side quests that you can do if you ever get bored, and you can always come back to redo the main Easter egg quest to get a faster time. People to this day are still playing Origins because of how replayable it is. The amount of value in terms of quality and quantity for this one DLC pack is definitely worth the price, because even if you aren't a huge fan of Origins, which not many people are, there are still so many things that you can do on this map. Now, the big downside to this DLC is the fact that you are only getting one map. There aren't any bonus maps or weapons that come with this DLC pack, which again, it does suck. But another bad side to this DLC is that Origins is not new player friendly. If it's your first time playing COD Zombies, I wouldn't recommend getting this map pack because it can be incredibly overwhelming for the majority of newer players. Nonetheless, this DLC pack gives you one of the best maps of all time that has a ton of replayability, so for that, I have to put DLC 4 from Black Ops 2 at our number 5 spot. Moving into our number 4 spot, we have DLC 1 Awakening from Black Ops 3. This DLC pack gives you Horizon Drac, which is arguably one of, if not the best maps to ever be introduced into zombies. What makes this map pack so special is that it is one of the most popular DLC maps ever. There was a period of time where Activision made this map free to play for all players, and during that time frame, there was more people playing on Horizon Drac than there were on Shadows of Evil, which is insane because usually the on-disc map has the majority of the player base, but this was the first time ever that a DLC map took the majority of the player base. So not only are you getting a good map when you buy this DLC, but you also get a map that has a ton of players on it, which means you're more likely to get into public lobbies quicker. Another positive thing about this DLC pack is that in general, Horizon Drac is a really new player friendly map. Origins has a lot of things that you have to remember, which is overwhelming, but with Horizon Drac, you don't need as much skill. Building the bows, for example, is much easier than building the staffs. Another quick positive thing is that you don't actually have to buy the DLC pack to get all the zombies content. For Black Ops 3, you can actually just buy the map by itself and save a bit of money, which is really nice. Overall, this DLC pack will give you a lot of value because you're getting one of the greatest maps ever, and it also has a lot of players, which can be really good for public lobbies if that's the way that you want to play. Now, coming into our number 3 spot, we have the Vengeance DLC pack from Black Ops 2. This is the 3rd DLC pack for Black Ops 2, and this may seem like a surprise for a lot of people because the map that you get with this DLC pack is Buried, and in comparison to Origins or Horizon Drac, Buried isn't that great. But with this DLC pack, you also get the Ray Gun Mark II as a bonus gun, which can be used on all other maps. So not only do you get Buried, which is a great map especially for newer players, but you also get one of the best non-infinite damaging wonder weapons that you can use on all the other maps like Town or Transit. The Ray Gun Mark II allows you to get to higher rounds on all of the on-disc maps for this game, which means that you will get a ton of replayability with buying this one map pack. Buried is a fairly simple map to play on, since the wonder weapons and perks are fairly reachable. You don't have to do any huge quests to get the power on, which is nice. You get a ton of new fun equipment and perks like the time bomb and vulture's aid. Buried is a really easy map to get into, and if you ever want to step it up by doing the Easter egg or going for high rounds past round 70, there's a lot of fun and challenging hurdles to be had with all of that. Overall, this DLC pack is really solid because you not only get a really good map that is both new player friendly and for the hardcore audience, but you also get a ton of replayability because of the Ray Gun Mark II, which gives you more opportunity to have fun with the on-disc maps. Coming into our number 2 spot, we have DLC 4 Resurrection from Black Ops 1. Now again, you aren't getting the best map ever when you buy this DLC. In fact, I'd argue that Moon is the worst map on this list. But with this DLC pack, you get every map from World at War Remastered onto the Black Ops 1 engine, which is an incredible deal. Not only do you get a new map, which may not be the best, but it still is really solid, you also get an entire collection of every World at War Zombies map as well. For maps like Nocturne Totem, you get the Thunder Gun as the map's main wonder weapon, which is really cool. Not only that, but you also get Meal Kick as a new perk for all of these maps. You might not get the best in terms of quality, especially when it comes to maps like Verrucht, because they added in the Winter's Howl, which was a horrible decision, but when it comes to overall quantity of content, you are getting a ton with this map pack. This map pack has so much replayability, and for the price, it is definitely worth it. The only other downside that you could maybe argue is that this map pack doesn't give you enough in terms of original content, because if you're a person who already bought all the maps in World at War, you might not get the most out of this pack. But regardless, I still think it is definitely worth it. And with our number 1 spots for the best DLC pack for Zombies players, we have Zombies Chronicles. This is the go-to Zombies DLC because it only has Zombies content. You get all the maps that we discussed earlier on from DLC 4 in Black Ops 1, like Moon, and every World at War map. This time you get them on the updated Black Ops 3 engine, which works much better for a lot of the maps, especially Moon. Not only that, but you also get Origins and some of the other incredible maps from Black Ops 1, like Shangri-La and Ascension. You will also get a ton of Liquid Divinium as a little bonus for getting this map pack. It does cost a little bit more than the average $15 map pack, but with certain bundles on Steam and the Microsoft Store, you can buy Black Ops 3 with Zombies Chronicles for a fairly good price. This map pack is so good because you get almost every Zombies map that we've discussed for this entire list on one game. And each of those maps have more replayability than ever because you get to use Gobblegums and the classic wonder weapons like the Ray Gun Mark II on every single one of those maps. This opens the opportunity to get to incredibly high rounds that weren't previously possible on their Black Ops 1 and World at War counterparts. There's a reason that this was the number 1 best-selling DLC back in the day, and that is because it is the best DLC for COD Zombies. Anyways guys, it's going to wrap up the video for today. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, do all that. So leave your comments down below if you want to see me do any other type of content. Check down the description as well for more zombie related videos. And yeah, I got nothing much else to say, so peace.